watching what I'm doing.
Do you know how many people?
It seems like there's 12 or 13 that watch.
ये करेंगे दोनों तजुर्बे हुए कुछ अक्सर दुनिया के अंदर भी हो कि हम शीरा का बताने के दूसरे शहर में वो देखती है उनको घर का कमरा कैसे है वो क्या गुफ्तगू करें और ऊपर का भी कुछ इनको नज़र आता खासतौर पर एक गोल दायरे के अंदर कुछ लोग बैठे हुए हैं तकरीबन 12 या 13 हैं सफ़ेद कपड़ों में और वो नीचे देख रहे हैं क्या हो रहा है नीचे
मतलब ये जो इसका मतलब इसमें कुछ पावर है ना अगर इस पावर को और ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करें तो और ज़्यादा इसका खोले ना
That means there is some power there. What you must do is sort of nurture it, culture it so it grows.
I welcome them and I feel very good in the heart with them.
So that you could use that.
सब बच्चे दुनिया में आते हैं उनमें ये पावर होती है फिर कुछ अरसे बाद ये पावर ख़त्म हो जाती है फिर ख़त्म हो गए
Some children come into this world and they have tremendous power inside them, the spiritual power. And then as time goes on, it's not nurtured or looked after properly.
ये ज़ाया होती रहती है फिर
It gets wasted and wasted slowly.
अगर वो नूर उनमें पावर दे ना तो फिर ज़ाया नहीं होती और बढ़ती है ना
If they are then sustained, that light inside them and the spirituality is sustained and looked after and nurtured, then it increases and doesn't get wasted.
I'm very thankful for it. And there has been times of healings, things that have occurred very special. One time, I was standing in my kitchen window looking out, and a friend came to mind. And she'd been having a little difficulty, and I sent her a prayer. 5 minutes later, that phone rang, and she said she's been standing in her kitchen window and doing the same thing, and she said all of a sudden she felt this gold white light, was it around her?
Sure.
As she heard my name Diane, and she called me, she says, what did you do? And I said, I sent you a prayer.
Sure. So अपने किचन में खड़ी थी तो एकदम अपनी एक सहेली का ख्याल आया और कुछ बीमार थी तो उनके लिए कुछ दुआ की ऐसे खड़े खड़े तो 5 मिनट के बाद तो सहेली का टेलीफोन आ गया उसने कहा कि मैं भी किचन में खड़ी थी और कुछ तकलीफ थी तो अचानक एक लाइट देखी और इसकी आवाज़ भी सुनी इसके नाम की डायन तो फिर फ़ौरन उनको फ़ोन किया और कहा कि तुमने क्या कर दिया तो फिर उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसे में खड़े खड़े तुम्हारे लिए दुआ की थी बस
तो मैं ये तो पहली दूसरी क्लास है ना तो जो बच्चे दाखिल हो जाए ना पहली दूसरी में तो आगे भी पढ़ सकते हैं पढ़ना चाहें तो जिनको दाखिला ही नहीं मिलता तो वो इसी तरह रुलते रहते हैं ना इसका मतलब है इसमें है ना
This means that you have some power inside you, but these are the initial stages. This is like being in the first or second class, and there are further classes. Just as we have the O levels and A levels of degrees, so some children actually do not get entry into the other classes, and then whatever knowledge they have, whatever spirituality, so to speak, gets wasted. So it must be nurtured. You must learn more, increase the power and knowledge and wisdom, so it could be used.
I don't want to waste it.
कहती है मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं वेस्ट ना हो इसकी देखभाल हो जाए
हाँ तो जो तरीका बताया आप उस पर अमल करें ऐसे लोग यकीनन कामयाब हो जाते हैं ना
Such people without doubt become very successful in whatever practice we've taught you. You must practice that and you'll see the difference.
कुछ लोग हैं जो अल्लाह को चाहते हैं उनको बड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है तो कुछ लोग हैं जिनको अल्लाह चाहता है ना थोड़ी सी मेहनत से कामयाब हो जाते हैं
There are some people that desire God and they have to make a lot of effort, and there are others that are desired by God and they make a little bit of effort and they find it very successful.
What would the next step be then?
So अगर पूछने के next जो step है जो next क्लास है कौन सी
फिर इसको लतायब का बताना पहले ये जिक्र होता है इधर होता है इधर होता है इधर होता है फिर सारा सीना भर जाता फिर डायरेक्शन शुरू हो जाती है
जी सर saying that there are 7 spiritual bodies within you. First you start doing the zikr of Allah with each and every heartbeat, trying to match that. Slowly but surely, when it grows, the light comes in. The other spiritual bodies within your body, they'll also start receiving nourishment. Each one has its own zikr, its own chanting, its own visualization. Each can exist independently. When all 7 are nurtured and they have the power inside, then they start leaving your body, and then the whole self becomes enlightened and full of light, and that's when you're connected with God. So you start with each and every spiritual body.
तो फिर जब ये इसकी सातों निकल आती है ना तो फिर ये यहाँ भी मौजूद होगी तो सहेली के पास भी होगी ना तो पता नहीं यूरोप में बैठी हो
When all 7 spiritual bodies come out of your human body, then at the same time you'll be here and you'll be with your friend that you talked about. You may even be in Europe, in different places at one time.
This has happened. Yes, and boy, yes.
हैदराबाद में एक औरत थी तो इसी तरह घूमती रहती, कोई उसको पागल कहते, कोई जासूसा कहते.
जिसका there was a woman in Hyderabad, was in Pakistan, and she used to wander all over the place. Some people thought that she was a spy, and some said she was a lunatic.
तो कुछ लोग वहाँ अजमेर दिल्ली में गए ना, तो अजमेर में तो वहाँ देखा कि वो वहाँ दरबार पे बैठी हुई, बड़े अच्छे कपड़े पहने हुए.
Some people went to Ajmer, at the shrine in India, and they saw the same woman sitting there, and she was wearing some nice clothes.
पूछा तो इधर कैसे आ गई, कि जैसे तुम आ गए वैसे मैं आ गई.
And then people asked her, how did you get to come here? And she said, just as you got here, I've come here also.
फिर लोगों ने हैदराबाद में फ़ोन किया है कि वो जो मस्तानी थी वो यहाँ है, बताओ वो कैसे पहुंची. तो लोगों ने कहा हम तो यही देख घूम रही है.
And then some people phoned in Hyderabad in Pakistan, and they said, this woman who is seeing you here in Ajmer, can you tell us how she got here? And they said, well, she's here with us, she's just walking around.
तो उसका यही था ना, अंदर था ना, उधर भी बैठा था उधर भी बैठा था.
And that lady, it was her inside the spiritual body. She was there and she was in Hyderabad.
तो वही चीज़ें ना जो उधर हैदराबाद से अजमेर गई, तो वही चीज़ें इधर से ऊपर अलग तरफ जाती हैं ना.
So that same thing that went from Hyderabad to Ajmer in a spiritual body is the same thing that goes from here to God.
This happened. I was reading about bilocation, and I thought, well, I've had this other experience, many other experiences for many years. I'm going to try it. So I laid the book down on my chest, said a prayer, and then asked to be taken safely to either my son or my niece, whoever was receptive at that moment. I woke up later, I thought I just had a nice sleep. I didn't remember. The next morning early, the phone rang. My son called and he says, Mother, what were you doing last night? And I said, nothing. And he says, well, I saw you. And I said, when? I was here on the couch. Harry was watching TV. And he said, no, my girlfriend and I were walking along the beach. And she stopped me. And I said, wait, I remember. I said, you were walking down on the beach. I was up on a cliff. There were steps going down. And there was a handrail.
It's okay.
Okay,
where were you at the time?
I was here in Tucson in my living room.
And
They were in San Diego
San Diego.
at the beach. And I said, your girlfriend grabbed your arm at the elbow and pulled you back. And he says, oh my gosh, that's true. That's exactly what happened. I had never met his girlfriend, but she described me. And I could describe her, and I knew what she looked like before I met her. So I was there on the couch, and they saw me there.
So can I see, जैसे आपने गुफ्तगू फरमाई वो अपना तजुर्बा बता रही कि जैसे किताब मैंने पढ़ी बाई लोकेशन, तो किताब पढ़ने के बाद दिल में ख्वाहिश पैदा हुई कि मैं भी ऐसे सफ़र करूँ. किताब सीने पर रख दी और फिर हम